Belmopan deserves a leader his people can trust, a leader who cares for all.
A leader with a plan.
A leader who loves God, family, and country.
Belmopan needs a leader that will engage our entire community in the most positive way, in particular our youthful population.
I am the leader that Belmopan deserves. Through my efforts over the years, hundreds of individuals, primarily youth, have transformed their lives through job training, education, sports, and mentorship that support families. I know firsthand the struggles our people go through and the choices they're faced with. When I'm elected, I will create a youth and child-friendly city. In essence, a family-friendly city. Lead with total transparency. Demonstrate the important value of building and supporting strong families, which produce strong communities. I will create a team of young, working and retired professionals and others from within our community to form a local planning group that will advise on most needed projects for our entire city. I will, along with a group of experts, revise the existing Shelf Municipal Development Plan. I will create a land and housing committee that will focus on equitable land distribution and housing. I will increase the level of partnership with local organizations, NGOs, and the business community. Most of all, as an independent candidate, I plan to work closely with our city and central government to ensure improved policies and services for our people. I humbly ask for your vote as Belmopan's next era representative in the upcoming general elections. Change that brings hope and opportunities.
Who we a vote for? Tell me who we a vote for. ABG we a vote for. One time, yeah. One vote can change our lives, yeah. It's that time again. We need some change for the children and all of you. Some change we need, my friend. You and you need to vote, we need to vote for change the right way. This life we live in, this society is not right yet. Entrepreneurship training for the youth, them to own our business. Education, job training, skills to application, we get this. APG is here to show the way and we know we see this. From long time baby, help the youth and everybody know this. ABG, trying to fight for all our way. And in this time, life's so hard, we need somebody to fight for we. Life's too hard and life is due and everybody needs some way. So make sure you vote for ABG so she can pave the way. Who we a vote for? ABG, ABG, ABG. So who we a vote for? ABG, ABG, ABG. Who we a vote for? ABG, ABG, ABG. Long time we vote for ABG, ABG, ABG. It's that time again. It's that time again. It's that time again. So who we a vote for? ABG, ABG, ABG. Who we a vote for? ABG, ABG, ABG. Who we a vote for? ABG, ABG, ABG. We need change. Women that bring change. 2020 is the year for change. ABG all the way.
She got this.
Anna Banner Guy is no stranger to the political realm, having served as a Belmopan city councillor under a previous UDP city council.
Why you think I should have voted for an independent candidate? Miss Anna Banner Guy no belong to no party and will have no voice or money to do anything.
Has party politics done anything for us so far? You're not tired of the corruption? You're not tired of the broken promises? I hear over and over again that the people are tired of the PUP and the UDP. Do not believe that there isn't a role for the independent candidate.
Yes, I'm tired of corruption. But what do you think somebody like Miss Anna could do for me?
Let me put it this way. You see how much work Miss Anna get done through the Belmopan active youths? Voting for an independent candidate like Miss Anna means she will represent us in Belmopan and not a party. She reports to us in her constituency for direction, feedback, and engagement. She has the freedom to vote her conscience and offer a different point of view. She will introduce private bills and initiate debates.
Wait, what about private bill?
It means she can introduce laws and ask the House to vote on it.
Really? Wow, I never knew that.
Yup, she does. On top of that, we can finally get meaningful debates and dialogue in the House of Representatives instead of who more corrupted than who. Voting for Miss Anna means changing the political dynamics for the better. It's changing the trajectory from this two-party hustle. She will fight for anti-corruption measures. She will do her best to restore government integrity. She will fight to implement UNCAC.
What the UNCAC? Where that?
That means United Nations Convention Against Corruption. It is strict laws so politicians and public officers handle it right. Cut down pandemic scandals, make sure we know where they're getting the money from and how they are spending money. Not believe anybody who tells you that you'll be wasting your vote on an independent candidate. Plus, you will be saying loud and clear, Belmopan rejects corruption and wants the best candidate, and Miss Anna Banner Guy is the best candidate.
Wow, I want change and I want to be a part of change. Now that I know what an independent candidate can do, I will vote for Miss Anna and you should too. Big up ABT 2020. Vote for Miss Anna Banner Guy.
My dear Belmopan residents, my name is Anna Banner Guy, and I am running to be your representative of Belmopan. Our country and the community of Belmopan is at a moral crossroad in the midst of a pandemic and facing a future of many uncertainties. Sadly, we have witnessed decades of unprecedented corruption and underdevelopment. We have seen the rise in poverty and lack of opportunities for our people. This pandemic has exposed many issues with inequality and poor governance that we can no longer ignore. Our less able residents and our economically disadvantaged residents are threatened with an education gap for the lack of access to the technologies that would help their children to keep up. We have citizens who were negatively impacted by job losses and unable to earn due to restrictions, and they have no safety nets, which further threatens to dig deeper into poverty and crisis. Families in crisis means increased crime rates and a community in crisis. I have walked throughout this constituency. I have talked to many of you, and I know that many of you are upset, disillusioned, and tired of politicians promising changes only to get more of the same once they're elected. We can no longer just talk. We must do and act to change our realities. After consulting with many families and core support system, I decided to take this bold step to be the change I wanted to see. It was not an easy step. I had family, friends, and faith as my guide, and I felt compelled to make a difference and to provide Belmopan with an option outside of the musical chair voting that takes place. I understand the equal worth of all men and women and the importance of an ethical and life and leading by example. I find it necessary to act on my beliefs as a mother, grandmother, and Belmopanese who has raised my family in this beautiful city. I understand how intimately my family's success is tied to my community's success. And our community's success is tied to the people who represent us and speak on our behalf and who act on our behalf. Are these parties speaking for us? No. Do these parties care about us? No. Are these parties offering solutions? No. Will you see them once elections are over? Unlikely. The future facing us is dire. But I know our Belmopan people are resilient, community conscious, and solutions oriented. And we can figure this out because we care. We care for our future, we care for our city, and we care for our young nation. I sit back and I think about Belmopan generations later. I ask myself, what future do I want for my daughters, my granddaughter, my grandson? What future do I want for my son? What society do I want them to live in? The answer is easy. I want to be a part of inclusion. Just, thriving, green, and family-friendly community where there are no dividing city lines. I want my community to be the best community in Belize, and maybe even in the world. I want a place where corruption is the exception and not the rule. I want a city that works for everyone. Am I being idealistic? Yes. Am I being naive? Yes. Am I being hopeful? Yes. Do I think that this is achievable? Heck yes. We can only achieve what we dream up for our families and for our community. I am like you. I am fed up with a system that promises changes every 5 years during the election season, only to return to the same old behaviors. I am like you. I am tired of a system that lacks people development in Belmopan. I am like you. I am willing to take a brave step outside of my comfort zone, and I am asking you to take this brave journey with me. I am like you. I want a future that I may never see, but one that my grandchildren and my children can enjoy. I am like you. I envision Belmopan, one that is inclusive, where people can succeed because they strive to succeed. I want families that are physically, economically, and mentally healthy. I want when our residents are sick, they have first world care. I want all our residents to have access to the best education, traditionally and non-traditionally. I want a community where businesses are profitable and thriving and become our social partners to help create opportunities for internship and social development. I want a planned city where we all live in decent homes, live on streets with lights and drainage and running water, and where we protect our green spaces. I want a city that is safe and beautiful. I want this regardless of where you come from, regardless of who you are, or who you're related to, or where you live. In my manifesto, I focus on 7 core values for Belmopan: family, education, economic development, youth, sustainable development, and the environment. Those core issues will help us become the very best, smallest city in the world. This is a beacon of what determined and inspired people can achieve. I stand here today to ask you to partner with me to make a change. I am asking you to help chart a new path for our families, our community, and for the nation of Belize. The father of our nation, the late Honorable George Price, said that Belize, with the help of God and the support of its people, will stand upright and will do its duty and help bring peace, stability, and prosperity to our region and to the wider circles of our planet Earth. And the father of our democracy, Honorable Philip Goldson, said, "The time to save your country is before you lose it." My dear Belmopanese resident, I am asking you to pray on this. Talk to your families and support systems and consider where we are headed as a country. What do you want for your children? If you see the same future, then please join me in this brave and bold step by voting for Anna Banergai on Election Day. On November 11th, I humbly ask you to be the change you want to see. Thank you, and God bless you.
My name is Wisman Ramsey. I am 20 years old, and I'm Belmopan Active Youth Resource Center Coordinator. I've been working for Belmopan Active Youth for the past 6 months. And what we do here at the Resource Center is that we help kids with homework assistance and tutoring. A lot of students have benefited from the program. They show a lot of interest in coming here and learning new materials, or probably even coming here to practice what they've learned at school. And that is something that we look for. We look for interest in the students. Currently, we work for about 50 students. Exclusive of the 50 students, we work out with a lot of people from the community. Will be students come here to probably use the internet for research, and they also come and volunteer with us and help the kids. So that's something that we look for as well. We look for volunteers. Working here at the Resource Center has benefited me as an individual in many ways. I've always cherished helping people out, especially the way I've been raised in my community with my parents. They always see the better side of the story to helping people, and it gives you that feeling of accomplishment. Sometimes some parents might not have the time after they come off work, they come tired and they don't have the time to dedicate to their kids, but that's why we're here. That's why Belmopan Active Youth has made this program. And it's very interesting because, a lot of people, especially students that come here, they come here with the mindset that, they will receive help. And that is the case. When they come here, we help them.
Girls Empowerment session is very important to the Belmopan Active Youths. Of course, that is our motto: empower, engage, and educate young people so that they can become better and more productive citizens to the community they live in. Young ladies in general, they face a lot of different challenges, just being a girl and a young woman. And we are trying to bring out the best in them. We're trying to develop and promote the skills and gifts that they already have in them and bring them to the forefront. Many of them are shy, many of them tend to be behind the scene. We are living in a male-dominant society, in a male-dominant world, and we want young women coming up in Belmopan, in Belize, to be very confident of who they are as an individual, not to compete with the male, but to embrace each other and live life to the full extent of what they have. The Belmopan Active Youth started in 2012 here in Belmopan to respond to unemployment crisis, lack of recreational activities for young people. And we were hoping to create impactful long-term solutions to respond to these issues that the young people face. And so very ambitiously, we went on a mission to create, in a sense, a more robust economy in our city, giving young people opportunities. And so we jumped into entrepreneurial training, we jumped into job skills training, and many different areas, looking at getting more young people retaining high school and completing high school and so on. There's still a component missing that is preventing them from being the successful individual that we know they can become. And so we venture into mentorship because we realize that these young people need most is at least one consistent individual supporting them. With the young people we target, we try to see how best we can support them holistically, and hence the mentorship program, really guiding them, building a crucial and important and vital relationship.
The mentorship program is designed to match a mentor with a mentee. The mentor then transfer values, skills, and knowledge to the mentee, and they foster lasting relationships. We have trainings, we have trips, we have all sorts of things for the mentor and mentees to help foster that relationship. And as well, there's a lot of one-on-one time that happens on a regular basis for them to really get to know each other. name is Francis Arzu. I work with the Natural Resources. I've been involved with sports and young people for a very long time. Through Miss Anna and the team, they merged me along with a young man named Christopher Gibbs. We've been together, been associating with each other for a period of time. And between the two of us, I think we have found ways to get to know each other and to also get to become. I joined BA. I was out of school for like 7 months and a half, where I where I walked about the street of Belmopan. I was roaming the street of Belmopan, enrolling in criminal activities, doing bad stuff, chancing, bullying people. I joined the band. I came into B and I explained my situation, and they matched me up with a mentor. His name was Francis Arzu, and from there on, I've been very, very straightened up. Now I can look up to him as my role model. From back then to now, I've changed a lot because I changed mentally and physically, because I don't entertain people in criminal activities or trouble, and tell you about my situation so you can have a change in life and don't go down the road that I went down.
As a youth-led organization, this seeks to bring the community together so that we can assist our at-risk young people. We have the mentorship program that is very vital in Bay and in the community and can have a national effect. So we're inviting you all who would want to become. We need more support, and if you can assist us in that, it will be awesome for the community on a whole. We want Bay to continue to make a positive impact in the community, and we need you to partner with us in that. We have very wonderful mentors who are on board with us, who are helping them. We have our board members, and we have the mentorship committee who is making sure the program continues to go on track. So we're community, the wider community, to assist us in this in whatever area you can, as a mentor, as a support to us, so that we can have a wonderful program, so that it can continue on and that we can make a positive difference in this wonderful Belmopan.
Belmopan deserves a leader his people can trust, a leader who cares for all.